What's good, everybody? Welcome in. I think we have 11 orders to ship out today. 11 total orders. Let's wait till Instagram goes live. I'll hit that button and then we'll go ahead and get started. Just waiting, just waiting. For some reason, Instagram has taken forever to start up the last couple days. Welcome in. Let me know how you guys' sales were yesterday as you guys are coming on in. We had good sales yesterday. 10 eBay orders. I think 11 actually, because I think I just sold one right before I went live. All right, Instagram doesn't want to go live. No live on Instagram, I guess. Let me check and see if it's live. For some reason, the last couple days it's been like super laggy. Yeah, it's not live. All right, no Instagram today. Bink. Get them out of the way. Question, answer. What are your goals for this year? Number one goal is try to pay off my house in 130 days. 130K in 130 days. Number one goal. First goal I'm trying to achieve. What's up, Trisha? What's up, Joel? Joel was first, Trisha. Beat you. Welcome in, everybody. Let me know how your sales were yesterday. We are shipping out, I think, 12 orders now. It's 11 or 12? 10, 11 orders. That's how many we're shipping. I was distracted. I'm sorry. Good morning, Angel with a bow. Angel, your hoodie went out yesterday. Just letting you know. I don't think I sent you tracking, but you'll see it. It's on the way. You remember that Laurel Piana I got? Laurel Piana. No, I don't remember the Laurel Piana you got. But I know you get all kinds of good stuff, so I lose track after all the good stuff you get. What's up, Sal? He did have a good day yesterday. Yeah, he got to 1,000 sales over on Whatnot. We all pitched in. I thought that if I bought all those stickers, it would count. I guess it counts as one order. I didn't realize that. Oh well. What's up, Thrifty Goose? Angel with a bow. Emily's here. Good morning, Muzz. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. Again, we got 11 orders going out the door. Some really, really good ones today that sold yesterday. I listed 30 items yesterday. I'm going to list probably another 25 today. And then I have to cross list all that stuff that it's been backlogged. That's what I'm working on today. I think we do have a Whatnot tonight. I have some consignment coming in, so I have to see whether it's going to be an all my item show or all like a mix of my items and consignment, because I'm still waiting on some boxes to arrive. So I don't know what we're going to do. If we do an all my item show, we might load some items and then might do some pulls from inventory. I think that's what we are going to have to do to finish out that. So yeah, we'll see if consignment comes in by like 1:30, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. But I haven't loaded the shows up yet. I'm going to load them up right after this live. What's up, Jessica with a K? Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Do you do returns on new shoes? They say they didn't fit. Nope. I have every new pair of shoes, Nikes and Adidas and stuff, all are no returns. 0 returns are allowed for new and box shoes, because people wear them for like a day or two and then they try to return them, and then you can't sell them as new anymore because they're all dirty on the bottom. I'm using listing templates, but it's still taking me like 20 minutes to list an item. Any tips? Still taking you 20 minutes with the listing template. With the listing template, all you should have to do is put in the price, put in your title, copy your title, put in your description, and then put in your measurements, and then put in your price, and that's it. So if the 20 minutes, it shouldn't take you 20 minutes. Let me show you. Angel, can you hop over to Facebook or YouTube really quick, because you'll see it better on my screen. You'll see it way better on my screen. Listings. Create listing. Okay, hop over there. I'll show you. If you guys want to see how this is done, hop over to Facebook. I'll flip this screen, but you're not gonna be able to see the whole screen. How much stuff do you still have in storage? Not that much, actually. We only have probably like 7 or 8 bags of clothing and then a bunch of trains. That's it. All right, real quick, I'll show you guys how to do this. This is how fast it should be. So let me share the screen over here too. Bink. Bink. All right, now you guys can see my screen. Ready for this? Let's say we're listing Polo Ralph Lauren. I have a specific template for Polo Ralph Lauren. You're going to click on the Polo Ralph Lauren template. And if it loads, there it goes. So I already have part of the title in there. So I have Ralph Lauren men's long sleeve button shirt. So let's say this was, for example, I'm listing a Ralph Lauren. Let's say it's a Polo Ralph Lauren. So I'm going to add Polo to the beginning. Men's, let's say it's a 2XL, red, plaid, long sleeve, let's say it's a button down shirt. And since we have some extra characters, let's add in, let's say it's cotton, something like that. So there's my title right there. All you should have to do from here is copy this, Command C, go down here, put in all this information. I don't know why it's not automatically filling out. Shout out eBay for not letting it automatically fill out. And you're going to scroll down here. All of this is already filled out. So all I have to do is put in the title and copy and paste it. So there's my title, goes right into the listing down here. And then from here, let's say the measurements are whatever. We're just going to put in some random measurements. 24 by 20 by 11. I don't freaking, or no, this would be more like a 16. Let's say something like that. That's your measurements. This is already filled out with my price. Let's say I want to reprice this and I want to do $22.99. And then you want to allow offers. Click that. If you don't want to allow offers, click it off. Buyer pays shipping, and I already have my shipping in there. Let's say this weighed a little bit more than 10 ounces. I will just change this to 15. Buyer pays shipping, free returns. This one would be ready to draft and take photos. All I have to do is hit save for later. Now it's in my drafts. And it's right there. Take your photos, stick your photos in. That's how long it should take you. It shouldn't take much more than that to do a listing if you have a template. The only other thing you'd have to do is if you didn't know how to price this, you'd have to go research the price really quick and then put the price in. So let's add another 2 minutes onto that and then add your photos and you're done. That's how long it should take. If it's taking you 20 minutes, it's because you don't have your template filled out correctly. That's what I would say. Let me delete this draft really quick because I don't want that in there. Easy peasy. I hope that helps. That's why I use templates. I don't use eBay's whatever they call it, the AI tool. I don't use that because I think that's a waste of time. If you have templates, you can just streamline the whole process. Put everything in, copy your title, put it down in your list, put it down in your description, so on and so forth. Someone bought 15, but the shipping was calculated for one only. They should have paid shipping. If you have shipping on each, they should have paid shipping on each and every item. And then it should be an egregious shipping price. And then usually what I do is I'll refund an egregious shipping price. Orders awaiting shipment. When do you stop picking up winter items? I pick up winter items all year long. I just stop listing them in the summertime. Please show template again. Okay, hold on. Listings, create listing. Boom, boom, boom. You guys get to see my face. You have to go over to Facebook or YouTube to see this. Listing templates is right here. I think you have to create one to begin with. Just Google eBay templates and it should pop up. Create one, and then when you go to create a listing, you'll see the templates over here. And these are all my templates for all of my listings. So whenever I go to list a train, I have a train template. Whenever I go to list a pair of new women's jeans, I have a new women's jeans. I have one for used women's jeans. I have one for new men's jeans, new men's pants, so on and so forth. These are all my templates. So anytime I'm going to list, let's say a pair of scrub bottoms. Kayla made one for scrub bottoms. You'd click this and then you'd hit create listing, and then it would bring you to the listing for the scrub bottoms. Easy peasy. When you were actually nice last night, congrats. I won, not you. Kit Kat, that was rigged. It was absolutely rigged. The system saw that you tipped him an egregious amount, and it just gave you the win. Kit Kat won. You deserve that one, Kit Kat. Question about your light box. Looks like when it's white in the inside, when you link it on Amazon for some reason, it looks silver on the inside. Yeah, the silver is on the side of it. So if you look on the side, the sides are silver and the back is white. And the backdrop is replaceable. I think they give you like 4 different backdrops. And that's linked in my bio if anybody's interested in that. 2 out of 3 wins. I know. You're freaking, that's not fair. You should let somebody else win. Where do you create templates within eBay? Yes, you create them within eBay. Do you cross post with List Perfectly and use their templates? No, I use my own templates. I don't use List Perfect. I don't list within List Perfectly. I list within eBay and then I download my listing. That's how I do it. All right, let's get some shipping done. Appreciate you guys all the questions. Feel free to keep dropping the questions if I missed any. Feel free to re-ask them because I was kind of paying attention to the screen and all that stuff. So, one of my shows this week were a lot of fun. I bought a couple things for resale and received the first one today. You left the clear bag unsealed. Thank you. I'll use it to ship. Yeah. So Mary, that those clear bags, I normally do seal them. If you guys get your orders this week, you'll notice all of them are unsealed. It's because we got a batch of bad bags. So if you try to peel that sticky thing off, Mary, it's not going to work. So yeah, that's why we left them open. Typically we do close them, but now you can reuse them. We might actually keep them open from now on because it's super easy to ship. Just fold them over. Which eBay store do you use? I use the second store, the one that gets you 1,000 listings every month. That's the one I use. First sale, this was actually one from yesterday. You guys probably already heard about it. I didn't ship it out yesterday because a Poshmark sale I didn't have to. This is that Peter Millar suit. I paid $8 for this. It sold for $50 over on Poshmark. So what is that profit-wise? $34 in profit? Yeah, $34 in profit. Poshmark sale, so this is just going to go in a Tyvek envelope and ship out. Easy peasy. How do you determine what gets shipped in Tyvek versus Gyropack? Is it weight related? Yes. So if it's cheaper to ship priority mail on eBay, then I'll ship it in a Tyvek envelope. If it's not, then I'll ship it Ground Advantage. Typically, they're all going to go Ground Advantage. Or if it's a Poshmark sale. So Poshmark gives you free priority mail labels. So what you can do is you can use these Tyvek envelopes for all of your orders as long as they're under 5 pounds. So all you do is just throw it in here, ship it out. That's when I use the Tyvex. I also use the Tyvex for Whatnot. Any order over 1 pound on Whatnot goes priority mail shipping, and then if it fits in a Tyvek, I'll use those. Tyvek envelopes for the win. You know how much money I've saved this year? Just off of not having to use my own packaging, and I use the post office packaging. The only thing that sucks is you gotta put a little piece of tape on here because that adhesive sucks. So, how are your Poshmark sales? Share my closet 3 times a day and sales are dead. Mine are dead too, but I have not been cross-listing, so that's probably why mine are dead. I'm gonna cross-list a bunch today. That's my goal, and then set up the Whatnot show. If we do a Whatnot show with all my items, it might be a smaller show. I'm thinking it might be like 50 to 60 items tonight. I just did a bulk buy, so I'm gonna put a lot of that in there. There's a couple like Allen Edmonds shoes and stuff, like really good ones. I might throw those in there. And then I might go get like a $50 to a $60 gift card, something like that, and that'll be the buyer appreciation for tonight. Because I don't have any consignment in yet, so I'm waiting for all my weekend consignment shipments to get in. If I get them in, then we'll do a bigger show. If I don't, then we'll just do a smaller show tonight. And then I'll be able to ship everything out for you guys, because typically I don't on Tuesdays. I ship them out on Thursdays. All right, next up. Do we want to do this one? Do we want to do the best first? I guess we'll do the best first. This is a Robert Graham shirt. It's a limited edition Robert Graham shirt. It has like a big hit on the back. I paid up for this. I paid $96.27 for this. It was listed for a very, very long time. I finally got an offer on this of $175 and I took it. Would I buy this again? Probably not. It took way too long to sell. This is my last one. I think I bought 3 of them. The other 2 sold relatively quickly, and this one just took forever to sell. But it sold finally, $96.27 into $175. Sounds like a really good sale, but again, it sat for a very long time. So again, I probably wouldn't do this again, just because it took forever to sell. That's what. That was quick thinking the other night. Has a scammer tried to come back in? No, the scammer hasn't tried to come back in. He's banned, and I reached out to Whatnot, and they're seeing what they can do about their account. Seeing if they could maybe do some kind of other ban to him. So, shout out to him. He's going to be the one that loses. And yeah, quick thinking. Sometimes you got to pivot. I was talking about it yesterday. I'm not going to get too deep into it today, but sometimes you got to pivot. Sometimes there's going to be people in life that don't want to see you win. And you pivot, and then you come out more successful in the end, and that'll really piss him off. I'm sure he was watching on his other account, because that was clearly a side account, and he was probably pretty pissed that he lost that war. Do we have to pay tax on local sales? What about Whatnot sales? Surfs, you told me you don't pay any taxes. That's what Surfs Out Fine says. So if you want to listen to Surfs, that's the advice he's given to me, okay? He said don't pay taxes. That's what he told me. I don't know why Surfs is telling people that. January sales were killer. February took a nosedive. It's only the beginning of February, though. It's only February 6th. You got time to recover. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We got your back. There you go. We got good people in the chat that'll take care of us, so we're good. Service has been reported to IRS. All right, you guys want to see a really good brand? Really, really good brand. Surfs, do you know? I don't think Surfs knows this brand. The brand is, let me know if you know this brand in the chat when I say it. The brand is, I wish I had the logo on it on the back, but it doesn't. The brand is Clothing Arts. Clothing Arts. It's just 2 words, Clothing Arts. Really, really good brand to be on the lookout for. They make, I believe, shirts, long sleeves. They make pants, and these are shorts. So I have listed 3 pairs of these. This one was sitting in my drafts for a while, but I listed them last night, and they sold last night. So they sold super fast for $40 plus shipping, and I only paid $6.42. Thrift stores don't know about this brand. It's a super, super rare brand to find. But all 3 of these sold within 24 to 48 hours after I listed them. I think they all sold to the same person too. So somebody is a collector out there. They really like Clothing Arts pieces. And this one sold $6.42 and a $40 plus shipping. Clothing Arts. Clothing Arts, the tag looks really weird. It's like a big square tag on the back. And it is a money brand to be on the lookout for. Clothing Arts. Clothing Arts. I wish I could show the tag, but if you want to see the tag, just go to my eBay store, filter for solds. It'll be my like 2nd or 3rd item that I sold. Brah. Clothing Arts. There you go. Any Brolumbia? What's up, Chris? No Brolumbia today. Buried's coming down. Buried is going to be on our Friday show. Buried's going to be on our Friday show. So you know what that means, chat? Most likely there will be Columbia in that show. Unfortunately, I know you guys are super non-excited about that, but I can't control what that guy does. Does anybody control that guy? His wife can't even control him. How am I going to control him? He's going to be on the show, and he's going to be on the Whatnot show. And he's bringing some good pieces, too. Will he wear Miss Me's? I don't know if I still have those Miss Me's. I might still have them, and if I do, he'll be wearing them. He has to wear them. That's part of the gig. If I still have them, I gotta look and see if I still have them. Sound like Serves wants to see the inside of El Capone. Sorry, how many shows a week do you recommend? How many shows a week do you recommend on Whatnot? Do only 1 per week. Don't do a crazy amount per week. Do 1 until you master it. Like Joel's been doing it for a while. He's only done 1 per week, and now that he's reached 1,000 sales, now I think he's going to do more every week. But yeah, don't go crazy because that's too much. Whatnot is fun. It's really fun, but it takes a lot of work to do. Wayne, do you ever sell older inventory on Whatnot? I do sell some products that we have in our eBay store on Whatnot, so I just pull randomly to fill shows. That's how I'm going to complete this goal because I'm not going to be able to source 100 items per day, 5 days a week to get on these shows. So I'm going to pull some inventory, and I also run consignment on my shows too. So, by the way, if you guys email me about consignment, I'm getting back to you today, I promise. I will get back to you today. I think I have like 7 emails I got to read, so they will be done today. I filled out a couple of the spreadsheets last night. Are you throwing the strips on the floor? Yeah, of course. That's where they go, Chris. They go on the floor. Hold on. All right, one of these orders I got to ship out. It went to a follower, but they used the wrong address, so I got to switch it on eBay. Oh, so you do a show with Ethan, Brad, and Jason, but not Trish? No. You're going to make me feel bad about this, Trisha. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. Remember, Polo Ralph Lauren doesn't sell, so don't pick it up. It's a horrible brand. It doesn't sell. But this one, I paid $8 for it. It sold for $20.69. That Surf's Up guy, he told me to pick up Ralph Lauren, and it just does. It never sells. I'm just kidding. It always sells. This one is one of the long sleeve rugby shirts with like the patches on the side. I think it had like a small flaw in it too, and it still sold for good money. So pick up Ralph Lauren. They always sell. This is going to go to New Jersey. I don't know why shipping is so cheap. Has anybody noticed that shipping is actually cheaper for Ground Advantage? This is shipping at a 2-pound rate going to New Jersey from Florida, and it's only $6.72, which is cheaper than it used to be, because it used to, after you go over 2 pounds to New Jersey, I believe it used to be like almost $8. I think it's cheaper now. Everybody was complaining about shipping. Ethan was complaining about shipping on that recent podcast with him and Dalton, and I think shipping is actually cheaper, to be honest. What about Tommy Hilfiger? Supposedly Tommy Hilfiger is making a comeback. I saw Rally Root's video. The first sale they went over was a pair of Tommy Hilfiger vintage jeans that they sold for like 60 or 70 bucks or something like that. So Tommy Hilfiger is on the way back. might be worth picking up. We sold a Tommy Hilfiger piece for good money on our Whatnot show too, so Tommy Hilfiger might be back. I think it's only the like special ones, the ones that look crazy, kind of like Ralph Lauren. It's not going to be the Tommy Hilfiger button-down shirts, but I think the Tommy Hilfigers with bright patterns and big spell outs, those might be on the way back a little bit. It's because priority went up and ground came down. I'll take it. I'll take it. Can you elaborate on Whatnot scammer so we can be aware? Yeah, so if you guys are selling on Whatnot, I don't think you're gonna have an issue with this. It's because this guy was mad about something. I don't know what he was mad about, but what he did was I already had my items all preloaded, and he bid them up to $1,000 or something like crazy, or like 9,999 with a bad credit card. So basically, or a bad form of payment. So basically, he knew that the bids wouldn't go through, but because he set pre-bids, he would win every single auction, and none of my items would sell. So what I had to do, and if this happens to you, you can either reload your auctions. If you have the CSV, you can just delete all your listings and reload them very fast and just ban the person and they won't be able to bid anymore. Or what we did is we created one listing at a £2 rate with a quantity of 125. And then we ran the first one, and at the end it'll say random pull number 1, random pull, and then you run the next one, it'll say random pull number 2 in your sales, and then you just keep them in order. Make sure you keep them in order as you're doing them, so that way when you ship, you just grab number 3, and number 3 goes to the person that bought number 3, so on and so forth. So he's mad you didn't do a show with me. Nice. He probably was, Trisha. That's exactly why he did that. He said, you didn't do a show with Trisha, and I want to see Trisha, so I'm mad, and now I'm going to do that to you. By the way, Ralph Lauren doesn't sell. Don't pick up Ralph Lauren. This one I paid $6.94 and it sold for $20.69. That is an auto posture sale. Both those last ones were auto posture sales because I don't list anything at that price. Auto posture sent out a 10% on offer and this person accepted. So $6.94 into $20.69. You are full of yourself today and every day. Do you use any additional lights with your photo booth? No, I just use the lights that it comes with. And if you want to see how my photos turn out, my eBay store is linked in my bio. All those photos are pretty much taken in that light box for clothing. Boom. Do you buy non-cotton Ralph Lauren? Absolutely. I actually have a sale that I'm going to go over with a non-cotton Ralph Lauren today too. I sold 3 or 4 Ralph Lauren pieces yesterday. Good Ralph Lauren day. All right, this one's going to ship for $6.23 going to Colorado. Does Lightbox come with hook? For the hanger, the hook I use is the clip. I just stick that middle clip right in the center, and then I put the hanger on the middle clip. So yes, it comes with the clips, and the clips hook on to the sheet that you see, that white sheet. And again, I think it came with 3 or 4 different colors. I think it came with green, black, white, and another color, if I can remember correctly. I can't sell a quarter zip XL polo sweater to save my life. I even took new picks. I don't really pick up polo sweaters too often, unless they're special or a bigger size. I normally pick up the button-down shirts. Definitely will look into getting a light box. Yeah, I have a small one linked in my link tree in my bio, and then I have that one linked in my link tree. And all the dimensions are in there too, so if you want to check it out, you can. I went to Goodwill Bins for the first time yesterday, and it was insane. Never again. Yeah, I don't go to that place. That place is not for me. By the way, if you guys didn't watch the video, I know Facebook and YouTube you didn't get this, but TikTok did. I put out a video yesterday. It's one of those full screen videos on TikTok, and it's 10 minutes long. It's from like one of my older YouTube videos. So if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a 10-minute video. You click the button, and it'll go full screen, and you can turn your camera to the side and watch it like you watch a YouTube video. I guess TikTok is pushing those, so I was like, all right, I'll put one out and see how it does. But go watch that video. It's got a decent amount of views for a longer form piece of content. So I try. People are nuts at the bins. What's up, Angie? We get Polo Ralph Lauren shirts for $2 all the time on our Goodwills. Nice. Let's go. $2 Polo Ralph Lauren pieces. That's nice. Next up, we got a little train here. Picked this up for $3.25, and this one sold for $13.20 plus shipping. It's just going to go into an envelope, but I do have to get some bubble wrap. I'm just going to wrap it up and throw it into a gyro pack. We're good to go. Wish TikTok would go full screen on laptop. Oh, it doesn't do it on laptop? They might soon. They're starting to try to be like YouTube, which means if you're a creator on TikTok, They might start paying like YouTube. If they want to be like YouTube, they're probably going to start paying. They got lots of money, so they can do it. Are you still accepting consigners? I'm always accepting consigners. So reach out to me via that email that I have in my pinned post, or not my pinned post, you're on Facebook. On my consignment post, it's kwayconsign@gmail.com, and then let me know what you... Reach out to me, and I'll send you a spreadsheet to fill out. And then as soon as you fill out that spreadsheet, I'll review it and let you know what pieces I'm going to take and what pieces I'm going to pass on. It's amazing what sells in the US versus UK. What sells better in the UK? Let me ask you that. Employees of the bins here. Pulling all the good items. Oh well. Employees at Goodwill don't know all the good items. I'll tell you that for sure. Because Goodwill doesn't even know all the good items. Alright, that's what that looks like. Just threw it in some bubble wrap. I'll stick it on a scale and we'll ship that bad boy out for 8 ounces. 8 ounces. Fairly new to reselling. I do retail arbitrage and used to extremely well. Want to add thrifting for clothing. Should I add all my eBay store and cross list or open a new store for on Poshmark for clothes? Do you have your items listed to Poshmark or are they just listed to eBay? Keep everything in the same eBay store. You don't have to like make one store for clothing and one store for hard goods. Keep everything in the same store. Because nobody's really looking through your store and seeing that you have hard goods and clothing. They're just searching on eBay for an item and they're finding it. That's how they do it. Poshmark, I would say list most of your clothing. You can list your hard goods there, but clothing does better on Poshmark. Have you ever had and also if you have a Poshmark closet already, don't mix up the two. Just keep them together. You'll be fine. You only have an eBay store, so you're good. Just make one Poshmark closet. You can download all your listings if you use List Perfectly or another cross-listing service, whatever you use, and then you can cross-list from there. Make it super easy. AutoPosh should do eBay. Do the eBay recreates count as a new listing for the algorithm? Yes. So they count as a new listing because AutoPosher delists and then it creates a brand new listing. It doesn't just relist it. It creates a brand new listing, but it does go against your new listings for the month, so just keep that in mind. Have you ever had a policy violation on eBay? Just had my first one over how I worded items. If I ever had a policy violation, I have Veros. I've had Veros before. I've never had a policy violation though. What label printer do you recommend? I use a Dymo 4XL. I do have an IDPRT linked to my bio. It's another cheaper printer. So feel free to use whichever one you want. All right, so this one sold and then this one sold together. Hold on, these two sold together, so I got to keep them together. Next up, Brooks Brothers. Everybody, I get lots of, and Chris does too, lots of people say Brooks Brothers don't sell. Brooks Brothers do sell. If you pick up the ones with the logos on the front, this is like a Ralph Lauren type item. It doesn't sell as fast as Ralph Lauren does, but it still sells. So I paid $5.34 for this Brooks Brothers shirt. It has the little logo right here on the front. This one sold for $22.99 plus ship. And I think I just listed this like a week ago, so it only took a week to sell. Just don't list these super high. List them for right around that $19 to $23 mark, somewhere between there. Bigger sizes will sell better, but that one sold relatively quick. $5.34 and a $22.99. And I just listed 2 more of these yesterday, so hopefully those sell really quick too. What comments needed to be filtered by TikTok here? Oh, somebody said something. They probably didn't say anything bad. It's just TikTok. If you say one word, there's certain words that TikTok doesn't like. Even if they're not bad, they get filtered. Or maybe it was Chris. Maybe it was Surfs. Surfs probably said something bad. Do you have a consignment agreement with the co-signer signups? Consignment agreement? Like a contract they sign? No, I don't have a contract. I have all the rules on Instagram, how it works out. No, we're not doing like, there's only one massive consignor that I have, and he's cool. I don't need to have a contract with him. The other consigners, I mean, they're sending in 15-ish items, and their payouts are like 300 and something bucks. It's not huge. So if anybody had an issue and they're super mad about it, I would just refund them the money and whatever they needed and just move along. But I haven't had any issues with any of my consigners. Actually, I think like over 80% of my consigners that have consigned with us already have consigned with us twice, which that tells you that they're happy with their payouts, they're happy with their service. All the consignment orders from this weekend, if your items sold on Thursday, you were paid out on Friday. If your item sold on Friday, you're paid out on Saturday. Saturday got paid out on Sunday. Sunday got paid out on Monday. So if you can sign with us, you literally get paid out next day. I think Thursday people got paid out on Thursday. It's one of the days they got paid out on the same day that their items ran. That's how fast payouts are. Because with Whatnot, I don't have to worry about returns. So I literally just pay you out quickly and easily. Next up, we got a pair of driftwood jeans. We paid $10.70 for these. These sold for $31.49. Free shipping. I would not pick these up again because they took way too long to sell. So even though we made a good profit, I'm not going to pick these up anymore. Do you have to PayPal to receive the money? PayPal or Venmo? I say PayPal or Venmo. If you go to my Instagram, my pinned post on Instagram tells you all about how consignment works. PayPal or Venmo are the two that are accepted. I don't have Cash App or anything like that, so you gotta take either PayPal or Venmo. And PayPal is the best because I can send it via friends and family, and you don't have to have any fees. If I send it Venmo, you get Venmo fees again, so you get a little bit less. So just keep that in mind. Would you be able to put the large wooden hanger in your links in your bio? That one is Trisha Smith 86. So Trisha is about to comment here in a second, unless she left, and then you need to follow her, and then you need to tell her and her husband to get out in that garage and start making them damn hangers. Because I don't sell the hangers, she does. I just promote it. What percentage usually promote items? I promote everything at 5%. You do free shipping or charge shipping? Most items are charge shipping now. If I do free shipping, if you see or hear me say something was free shipping, it's because it's an older listing. That's all that is. I'm new to the whole selling thing. I just wondered if you could give me any tips. Any tips? Let me ask you this before I give you tips. Who in the chat has never sold on eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari? Leave me a thumbs up in the chat. I want to see who is new, completely new to reselling. Drop a thumbs up in the chat. While you do that, I'm going to talk about this Brooks Brothers shirt. Solid white Brooks Brothers shirt, paid $8.56. This one sold for $27.99 plus shipping. Solid white Brooks Brothers shirt, $27.99 plus shipping. I'm telling you guys, these are the best. There she is. Look at all those thumbs up. Lots of thumbs up. I like it. I like seeing the thumbs up. Even the trolls that are thumbs up, even though they've clearly sold before. Cool. So tips for you guys. If you guys are wanting to start doing this. First, watch a ton of free content online. There's so much out there. Just go on YouTube, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, type in reselling eBay, and then go through and watch some videos. YouTube is probably the best for this. You can also do it on TikTok too. And just scroll through the videos. Just watch a bunch of videos, see what people are selling, see what interests you, and then start by selling items in your house first. Most of you who are listening to this have about $1,000 worth of junk in your house that you're not using that you can list on eBay and sell and make some money. So do that. Then take that money and then go to garage sales or thrift stores, use that money and reinvest, and then build your business off of the junk that you had in your house that you weren't even using anymore, and then just start rolling that back into each other. You take that $1,000, you buy $1,000 worth of product, you sell that $1,000 worth of product for $4,000. Now you have $4,000 to roll into inventory, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Try to take as little out of the business as you possibly can while you grow it, and then once it gets big enough, then you start taking some money out and you start, getting your bank account bigger and bigger. That's the way to do it. And then you decide, do I really want to work for that guy that I hate, or do I want to work for myself? And then you go work for yourself, because you don't want to work for that guy that you hate or that girl that you hate. You just want to work for yourself. That's what we do. I'm here for the party. Where's the party? This is going to ship for $5.15. Buyer paid $6.75. But not all Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers with the logos on the front. Solid white Brooks Brothers shirts. Usually I try to pick them up 16.5 and bigger. Size 16.5 and bigger, or large and bigger if I can find them in large sizes. Usually they're in number sizes though. And they always sell really well. They sell quickly. I have some in my store right now that are lower than 17 or 16.5, and they're kind of sitting, so that's why I'm not really picking those up anymore. But this specific one, I literally just listed this month, and it already sold. So, yeah. Boom. But the smaller ones I found kind of sit a little bit too long. Probably because I have it listed too high, too. I got to go back and edit some listing prices. Do you sell many t-shirts? No, I don't sell hardly any t-shirts. All right, give me 2 seconds, chat. I got to go through my I got to go through my messages because one of my followers bought the next 2 items, which doesn't really happen too often on eBay, but they used the wrong address, so they asked me if I could change it. Typically, you don't want to do this because you lose your seller protections, but because this was a follower and they let me know, I let them know I'm cool with it. I just got to find their address. I realize I can. UPS. Okay, there it is right there. Now I gotta change it. There we go. Unless they're Harley t-shirts size medium. Exactly. That's the ones you should be selling, right? All right, give me 2 seconds. I gotta remember this person's address. Type it in really quick. 6. Is that zip code the same? 4229402. There it is. So that's different. Gordonsville, Virginia. 2294. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, you save that one. I gotta change the other one too. And 0236. Cool. Combine. Hopefully that doesn't boot it out again. Okay, we're good. Are your daughters the same age as Peyton? Are your daughters the same age as Peyton? Which Peyton are you talking about? We know a Peyton. You mean Paisley? Do you mean Buried's kid? All right, so both of these sold to the same buyer. Shout out to Leslie. Leslie, shout out to you. Bought 2 shirts off of us. This is a Ted Baker London shirt, and then this one is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. I can't see what they paid for it total, but this Ralph Lauren shirt I think is a linen blend, so it sold a little bit more. Hold on, I'll tell you guys the prices in just a second because I can't see it on this shipping page. All right. The Ralph Lauren sold for $26.99, and then the Ted Baker sold for $22.49, both together. I'm gonna refund them shipping because they asked me to, so I'm paying $6.72 for shipping. Whatever the difference is between that number, I'm gonna refund them after the live. But these are gonna go together. They're going to Virginia, so they'll go into a envelope and ship out this way. Paisley, I think they're right around. I think my older daughter is right around the same age as Paisley. I was about to say Peyton. How do you know Peyton? I was like, Angel, you don't live here. How do you know Peyton? Because that's one of my daughter's friends too. Have you gotten restricted from listing on eBay? No, never ever. Never ever. What printer do you use for labels? I use a Dymo 4XL. I do have an IDPRT linked in my link tree. If you're interested in the thermal printer, that one works just as well. The new Dymo 5XLs I do not recommend because you have to use Dymo labels only, and they're super expensive. They probably have a way. They probably have people now that have figured out how to get non-Dymo labels, but yeah, I recommend either a Dymo 4XL or the one I have linked in my bio. This is going to ship for 1 pound, 2 ounces, and it's going for $6.72. Good morning, Wayne's World. Sean, if you respond to me, I didn't hear, had a call. Texas, drop your comment again. I didn't see your comment from before. You try to list a certain amount of items each day. We're trying to do 10 to 15 per day, but today I'm gonna actually list a ton because I'm trying to get rid of all my drafts that I have in my draft bank. So, there's a way to set promoted rate on eBay. I always have to go back through. Yes, there's a way to set an automated promotion. I'll tell you exactly how to get to it. Can I ask a question about List Perfectly? Yes. Only if you call it List Perfectly and not Last Perfectly. Just kidding. So for the person that's asking about the automated promotions, you go into marketing and then you go into advertising dashboard, marketing, advertising dashboard, scroll to the bottom and create new campaign. If you don't see it at the bottom, right at the top, create new campaign, and that's where you create a promoted listings campaign. So again, marketing, and then down to advertising dashboard, and that's where you create all of your campaigns, any one that you want to create. What did Surf say? Why are you guys laughing at Surf's? Oh, one of his daughters is 17. No, she's not 17. She's not 17. Just started international selling and already getting a package returned to me. Getting a package returned to back me honking tips. I don't know what that means. I got burned from a wholesale transaction and did my homework with Manifest. When you ask other sellers, oh, Hong Kong, got you. I'm not sure. I don't get too many return shipments from Hong Kong when I ship through the eBay International Shipping Program. They tell you ask your homework and get annoyed. So how do you learn? With wholesale buyouts, I don't do any wholesale buyouts. The only thing I do large buyouts wise is bulk buys locally. I've never bought pallets before, although I am interested in possibly buying pallets if they have the right inventory on them. I don't want to buy a pallet with a bunch of junk and only a couple good things. It's got to be all good stuff. I'll pay up for it too. But I've never bought pallets, so I don't have an answer to that. All my bulk buys have been local. I've gone to the person, I've seen the items before I purchase them. The only one recently I've done that I didn't see the items was that eBay store that I bought out. And there was good stuff in there, but it was also bad stuff. And that was like the first time I ever bought a huge buy blind like that. Usually I know most of what's in this stuff, and this was the first time. So obviously do your homework, do your research. They have a manifest. The only bad thing about buying pallets is even if they have a manifest, you see what's in there, but you don't know what the condition is. So you get it in and they're destroyed. And you're like, well, I got the item, but it's destroyed. I can't sell it. So just be careful. And I would say always buy, when you're buying from a pallet company, if you're able to, buy a small amount first. Get that small amount in first. And then from there, you can see the quality just from a small buyout. And then you can start buying the bigger buyouts from them. That's what I would say. Yeah, I would never go with a new pallet company and drop 10 grand. That would be kind of crazy. You go to a new pallet company and you're like, I'm going to buy a small pallet first, maybe a small box of product, and then buy the next biggest size up, and then finally start spending the 10 grand on bigger buyouts. Ship with international shipping, eBay, when have you handled the return yourself? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. If you ship with an international shipping program, eBay would just refund the buyer and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah, because I've always had that happen. If something gets damaged, they just refund them. So you must have shipped direct to them. How do you feel about Goodwill holding items for e-commerce? I mean, they're a business. They're making money. Who cares? They miss stuff all the time. Anybody that says to me that they go into a Goodwill that's jam-packed full of clothing and they said that there's nothing on the shelves and I can't find anything to buy, you're probably not doing enough research to find good items. There's got to be something in that store, especially if all the racks are jam-packed, because Goodwill's just not good at finding certain brands like Clothing Arts. I don't think any Goodwill anywhere knows the brand Clothing Arts. It's just a super niche brand that you hardly ever find. So that would end up on the shelf. You just got to do more research, and every company does it. I'm sure the store that I buy at, the Red, White, and Blue, they're going to start doing it soon too. You just gotta be better than them. That's your job. Your job is to be better than Goodwill if you want to do this. Do you ever think of making a reseller brand spreadsheet? You ever think of making a reseller brand spreadsheet? The link in my bio has a spreadsheet. That's Jason Hayes' spreadsheet. That's the one that I use. That's not my spreadsheet. I'm just affiliated with it. My link does give you a discount and does give me a kickback. But if you need a good spreadsheet, that's the one that I use. That's literally the one that I'm using right now. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. You can see my spreadsheet. Look at this. Reseller shows you their spreadsheet. Really not many. This is the spreadsheet that I use. It has your platforms that you sell on, platforms. You put all your totals in. You can see how much sales you made last month, how many units you sold, all that good stuff. You have a creator section. I have the creator one, so I can put in how much money I'm making from TikTok and Facebook, all that stuff, so I can keep track of that. Keeps track of your daily, your monthly, and then your yearly totals, on and so forth. That's all in the spreadsheet. So if you need a good spreadsheet, Jason's spreadsheet is linked in my bio. If you're going through this year and you haven't got a spreadsheet yet, I highly recommend it. You need to be able to know your numbers. at the drop of a hat. Somebody asked me last month, how much did you sell on Whatnot? I can say $35,457.51 like that because I have all my numbers put in, so I can answer all that. I can tell you guys how much my net profit was. I can't tell you on eBay yet because I haven't put in those numbers, but trust me, if you're doing this without a spreadsheet and you're just like winging it, you're going to lose money because this will keep up. It also keeps up with your expenses, puts everything in categories for you. So if you want to track what your best selling category is, you can even put in what store you're buying from so you can track your best selling store, and you can separate Whatnot numbers and your eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari numbers. So those are no longer commingled on the spreadsheet. So if you want to know exactly what your average sales price on eBay is and average sales price on Whatnot is, you can have those separated. Last year I couldn't do that, but this year I can. Like I can tell you, my average sales price on Whatnot is $23.25, while my average sales price on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari is $37.58. So as you can see, there's two differences between those. Quick sales will always get you less money, but you sell volume, whereas slower sales, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari is getting me higher ASP. I went when I sold for 60 on eBay. I was all in for 32, made a profit. Let's go. Sir Salmonella, let's go. I know a lot of people are making money on Patagucci's on my show, which I'm completely fine with. That's the part of Whatnot. You're going to sell them for a little bit less, but you sell them for volume. So yeah, come to my Whatnot shows. Trust me, you can make some money. You can make some money on those shows. Guys, as much by he has a link for question. Yep. All my links do have discount codes too, so you get a little discount and I get a kickback. Hey, the podcast was really good. Really enjoyed it. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys haven't listened to the Pure Hustle podcast with me on it, make sure you go listen. It's a good listen. It's out now. It's been out for almost a week, so go listen to it. Pure Hustle podcast on YouTube or anywhere you listen to podcasts, but go support them on YouTube. Go listen to it in the background today as you're doing some listings or something. Whatever you got planned to do today. So reasonably priced. Yeah, the reasonably priced, you only pay one time. So that spreadsheet, that Jason A spreadsheet is a one-time charge. It's not monthly. So if you see that, I think it's like 40 something bucks. You pay 40 something bucks, which is a little over $1 a day, or dollar a day. No, $1 a day for a month, not for a year. I don't know what it is for a year. I'm not doing that math, but it's really cheap. You should go buy it if you need a spreadsheet. Your account on EA platform will list perfectly. Wait, hold on. Do you need to already have an account on each platform on List Perfectly before using it? No, you don't even hook up your accounts. Well, you do. You do hook up your accounts to List Perfectly, the ones you want to cross list from, but you don't need to have like Poshmark and Mercari already hooked. I'm not really sure I understand the question. Do you need to already have an account on each platform on List Perfectly before using it? Do you need to already have an account on each platform on List Perfectly before using it? Well, you would need an account to cross list to, right? So if you have Poshmark and eBay, you link those up to List Perfectly and you cross list. And there's a what do you call this? A widget at the top that you download and then you use that to cross list. I think I answered that. I don't know if I answered that correctly. Does a spreadsheet work on MacBooks? It works on Google Sheets. It's literally a Google Sheet, so you can take it anywhere. You just download the Google Sheets app, or you use it on, if you have a Gmail account or you have a Google account, you can use it anywhere. You can use it on your computer, you can use it on your phone, anywhere you go. So if you want to do numbers while you're in the car, while your husband's driving or your wife's driving, you can just do your spreadsheets. Can you do a video on YouTube about this? About List Perfectly, go on my YouTube channel and type in List Perfectly. I did a whole live where I did List Perfectly. I did a whole live like showing the List Perfectly process. I might do another one here pretty soon too, because I got a cross list. Maybe I'll do one later on today. What's up, Mr. Waffles? What do you use cross list Perfectly? I have a link in my bio. If you go to that link tree, click on List Perfectly, you get 30% off your first month. Okay, cool. Gotcha. I was trying to figure out how I was going to answer that. I bought it, I don't love it. I don't like how it adds buyer paid shipping to the sales price. That's what, busy. Are you not adding buyer paid shipping to your sales price? That's part of your sales price. Why wouldn't you like that? If your platform sales, if your buyer paid shipping, so let's say it was $30 and your buyer paid $5 shipping, your price is $35. And then your cost of shipping label, where you put that cost in for your shipping label, is now your deduction. So if it costs you $5 for your shipping label, your buyer paid a total of $35 for that item. So you have to put the whole $35 in. If you weren't doing that before, you're losing money. You're technically saying that you didn't get that income in when you really did get that income in. You should always put the buyer pays shipping in that shipping collected, because that's your full collection. You collected $35 for that item, even though you sold it for 30. You collected 35. Now you need to put in your shipping cost, which would be $5. Let's say you're back down to 30, but you still collected that 35. Yeah, you got to make sure you put that in. It adds it to average sales price, making it, but that's your whole shipping. That's your whole cost of your good. You sold it for 35. That's why it does that. That's actually the accurate way to do that. If you don't like doing that, yeah, your average sales price is still 35 because you still sold it for a whole 35 bucks. I get what you're saying, because technically that's not the cost that you sold the item, the specific item at, but you sold it plus the cost of shipping. So that's your whole sales price on that. What about on what it? Wait, what about on it? They take the shipping. What about on it? They take the shipping. So on Poshmark, I don't put in a cost to ship because Poshmark collects that shipping. I never see that shipping. And shipping never comes in, so that is not a cost. I only get, let's say it's sold for $30 on Poshmark. Poshmark collects that shipping cost, not me. So you never put that in for Poshmark. Only for eBay and only for eBay. I don't do it for Mercari either because I get free shipping on Mercari, so I just put in the cost of my label. Does it do that? Buyer pays shipping the same way as Poshmark? No. So again, Poshmark, I don't put any shipping collected because Poshmark collects that shipping. I never ever see it in my account, so I would never put that in. You would skip over that point, and you skip over the shipping cost for Poshmark. When you do the spreadsheet, there should be no shipping costs collected, and there should be no shipping cost for you because it didn't cost you anything to ship it. And you're just going to put in for Poshmark. There's only one slot you put in, and that's the platform fee. So if you sold something for $25, you have a $5 platform fee, because it's 20%. That's it. Do you use eBay shipping labels? Yes, on almost all sales I do use eBay shipping labels. Have you had the issue with Poshmark codes labels lately? Posh being a butt to me? I haven't, no. Where's Kayla? She's in there putting away inventory. She's teaching mom how to do inventory. Good morning, Ree. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to load the Whatnot shows in right now for the next month, so make sure you go bookmark them. We'll have a show tonight. Again, I don't know if it's going to be a big show or a smaller show. If it's a smaller show, we'll do like a $50 gift card giveaway. I'll go run over to the store and grab one really quick. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday, Buried's going to be here, so we're going to do a live with Buried. And then Saturday is going to be our big Super Bowl show. Pre-Super Bowl party show. Whatnot's doing 0% fees, so I'm going to go all out on that show. Probably 150 to 200 items. Going to be really, really good stuff, the whole show, so make sure you come out. And yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.